Hey, what's up you guys, it's Connor, and today I'm going to be doing my February book haul. I was trying not to buy too many books, but I ended up getting a fair number of them, but a lot of them ended up being manga because I recently got into manga, so I wanted to kind of spread a wide net and then kind of pick and choose the ones that I wanted to continue. So I have a lot of things to show you, so let's get started. I'm going to show you all of the manga and comic books that I got first, and then show you the novels, so just sit tight. The first two things I ended up getting are going to be volume 1 and 2 of One Punch Man by One, I think that's the person. I don't actually know who the author is or anything like that, but it says it's by One. This is about a guy who is so strong that he defeats every enemy that he's ever faced in one punch, and it's pretty funny, so I will leave a link to any of the reviews that I've already done on these books up in the card symbol and down below so you can check them out, because I've done reviews on most of them already. So yeah, really liked this one. I ended up giving the first volume 4 stars, the second volume 4.5 stars, so I'll definitely be continuing along with this series. The next two things I ended up getting are volumes 12 and volumes 13 of Fairy Tail. You guys know how much I love Fairy Tail, so I will leave links to the reviews that I've already done on both of these books down below and in the card symbol, and you can check them out. The next thing I got was volume 1 of Hunter x Hunter by Yoshiro Togashi. This is about a boy who wants to become a hunter, who is this like high class person in society. Each hunter kind of hunts down their own specific things, so they can hunt down archaeological things, new species, people, so they can kind of pick and choose whatever they want to do, and he wants to hunt down his father. So I ended up really enjoying this one, so I'll leave a link to my review down below if you want to check it out. The next three things that I got are going to be volumes 1, 2, and 3 of One Piece by Eiichiro Oda. Names. This is about a guy who wants to become a pirate, and he has accidentally eaten the gum gum fruit, which is devil fruit, so it prevents you from being able to swim. So yeah, he gets in tons of trouble. It's pretty funny. I've read the first 2 volumes, so hopefully I'll be reading the 3rd volume soon. The next thing I got was volume 1 of 7 Deadly Sins, and this is by Nakaba Suzuki. Is that how you say that? I have no idea. I've watched the anime for this, the first season, so I'm pretty excited to get into it. And if you want to know the artwork on this one, that's what it looks like. Very cool. Moving on. The next manga that I ended up getting was volume 1 of Magi, and that is by Shinobu? I'm just not even gonna try anymore. Magi. I've watched the first season of this as well. It's on Netflix, and I think the second season is on there as well, but I wanted to give the manga a shot, so I ended up picking this one up. This is what the artwork looks like for this one, and it's about a little boy who finds out that he's a Magi, which basically means that he has unlimited magical power, and so I think one of his jobs is to pick someone that should be king or something like that and help him become king and help him become a really great person or something like that. Not exactly sure the job of a Magi, but I'm pretty excited to get into this manga series and see how it all unfolds. And the last manga that I ended up picking up is volumes 1 and 2 in this bind up of Death Note by Tsugumi Oba. I think that that's a pseudonym. I don't actually know though. I think that's I think this is the same guy that does Bakuman, which is a story about people that make manga. So this follows a guy named Light Yagami, and he finds something that's called the Death Note, and basically if you write someone's name in the Death Note, they end up dying. So he starts to kill off a bunch of people, and then people are trying to find him and track him down. So it's pretty exciting, very funny. I ended up giving the first volume 4 stars, the second volume 5 stars. Again, I'll leave my links down below if you want to check out any more thoughts on the series so far. The next 3 things that were given to me are from Kristen from What's Happening. She gave them to me for my birthday, so thank you, Kristen. And they are Birthright Volume 1, Sweet Tooth Volume 1, and Chew Volume 1. I have not read Chew yet, but I've read the other 2, and I enjoyed both of them. I think I gave them both 4 stars, so I'm pretty excited to get into Chew and see where everything is going. All of these are series that I'm pretty interested in continuing, so if you have read these, let me know down in the description if they get really good in later volumes of these, or if you think I'll like this one, let me know your thoughts. Now on to the novels that I got. The first thing isn't actually a novel, it's kind of just a coffee table book, and I got this in my pet treater unboxing video, which I'll leave down below in the card symbol if you want to check that out, and that's called Wise Dogs, and it's just got little pictures of mostly puppies, mostly lab puppies, and they have little things written on the side. So this one says, "Good things are best when shared." So obviously 3 little puppies, and that's just kind of how everything is. It says stand out from the crowd, and it's a little dog with a pom-pom thing on his head. So I'm pretty excited to have this. It's really cute, so I'll definitely be putting that on my coffee table. The next thing I got was a birthday present from Sana from Inkbones Books. I was so shocked. I had no idea that she was getting me anything, so I was super excited when I got this. And that is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I have not read this book yet, but I've heard such amazing things. It's about a guy who can go in between parallel worlds. I think there's 3 different worlds. I think there's like white, red, and black, possibly. I'm not exactly sure on the plot either, but I think he gets in a lot of trouble because people are bringing stuff from one world to the other world, like one parallel world to a different world. Not exactly sure, but I'm pretty excited to get into it because I think the sequel just came out a couple of days ago. So yeah, much excited. The next book I got was a new release, and that is going to be Bands of Mourning by Brandon Sanderson. I have not read this book, and it is killing me. My parents pre-ordered this book for me, and it came in like weeks after the release date, so all of my friends had already read it, so I didn't have anyone to buddy read it with, so I've just kind of been putting it off. But I want to read this book soon because I heard it's amazing, and I know it's going to be amazing because it's Brandon Sanderson and it's a part of my favorite series, so I need to read it like yesterday. So hopefully this will be read soon, and it is a signed first edition, which is very exciting. There's his signature. Just love Brandon Sanderson. The next book is also a Brandon Sanderson book, and that is going to be Calamity, which is the 3rd and final book in the Reckoner series. This is about this event happens and all these people develop superpowers, and all the people that have superpowers end up being evil, and they do evil things, and it's about this one kid who is trying to take down all of the supervillains. So very excited to get into this one and finally finish up the trilogy and see if this series is even a science fiction or a fantasy series. I don't even know yet. The next book that I got was sent to me by the author in exchange for an honest review, and that is going to be The Dragon's Blade by Michael R. Miller, the Reborn King, and he signed it and addressed it to myself and Nanook, which I think is really funny. This is about a world where humans, dragons, and fairies have to team up to fight off an evil force, except dragons no longer have their dragon form. I think they were forced into human form. Based off what the author said, it's an adult epic fantasy book that reads very quickly, so I'm pretty excited to see what I think about this, and I will be doing a review once I finish it. And the last 2 books I got from Book Outlet when they were having their most recent sale. They are always having sales. And they're both by Neal Shusterman because I just finished Challenger Deep and it was amazing. So I ended up picking up Chasing Forgiveness. So it's about a boy, and he is having to interact with his father, and his father had gone to prison because he'd killed the boy's mother. So it's definitely pretty heavy. So I'm pretty excited to see how he's going to deal with that kind of situation and see how the boy is going to react in that situation, and having to deal with his father when he doesn't want to actually be around him, but his little brother or something does. Not exactly sure on the dynamic of the family, but I think it's going to be amazing, and it's pretty short too, so I should be able to get through it fairly quickly. And the last book that I ended up getting was The Dark Side of Nowhere, also by Neal Shusterman, and this is about this guy who's living in a town, and then everything starts to go all wonky, like things are not how he remembered them being, so he's having to solve a mystery. It's kind of a mystery thriller book, possibly, and it's also YA, but it's also very, very short, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting to this one fairly soon as well. Hopefully I will be loving this one too. So those are all the books that I picked up in the month of February. Let me know down in the comments if you have read any of the books that I picked up, or if you picked up any books, let me know what you got. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.